Coach, a minor furor was brewing down in Trinidad regarding the welfare of players during the early part of the tour. Tell us, is everything okay right now?
Yeah, everything's great now. I think finally the ministry and came through for us with some funding and the federation and got it sorted out a little bit. I think we were all a little panicked early on to not know what was happening, and so I think a little bit of the lack of communication. But things are going great now.
Uh, since that time, was things on the field going okay also?
Well, we had a little bit of a difficult time there in Trinidad after the Caribbeans, the tournament, just trying to get facility and get the players there from work in the afternoons and things, and that's when Petrogen came in big time for us and put us up at their beach camp. So we were able to get all the players there all the time, get them fed, and we could really focus in on some training. So I think once we qualify, and I'm gonna say once we qualify, Petrogen will owe them a big debt of gratitude as well.
All right, well, moving forward now, the game is a couple of days away. You were the team in a pre-tournament camp and so forth. Tell me the mood in the camp with regards to the players now.
Yeah, I think the last 3 days in particular have been really good. But when we got them to Texas, finally we could get a little bit more focused. Being home for me, I knew a little bit more what we had in terms of facilities and how to get some things done. And the players now are just thinking about the game, and that's what we've told them, is let us worry about everything else, and you guys just focus on these 3 group games that are going to be vital for us. But it's been a really good week here in Texas of preparation.
Any concerns going into game 1 with regards to the injuries and so forth?
Yeah, we've got a few key injuries. I think the big decision is going to be, we've got 3 or 4 players nursing some hamstring injuries and a growing injury, and those take a little time. So they're going to be close as to whether they're going to be ready for the U.S. And I'll just need to make a decision whether we need to play them in that game or we hold them out and try to be another couple of days rested for the next 2 games. So these are some coaching decisions that we have to make. But there are a couple of key injuries to some key players that I think we've got a few concerns about.
Okay. Coach, your reputation is well known throughout the game, especially in our region, and it will be, your opinion will be vital and respected if you tell us what you think about Trinidad and Tobago's football at this level at this point in time.
Well, I can tell you this, my experience being in 2008 in Trinidad for the U17 World Cup and to this particular team, it's night and day. I think the level's grown tremendously. Credit to all of those coaches and the federation and all the grassroots people in Trinidad that's grown the game. This is probably the best, I would guess, the best team that's come out of Trinidad in a long time, and really, really impressed with the talent level.
Coach, they say at this point in time for disqualification from CONCACAF, it's about the best chance Trinidad and Tobago will have to qualify for a World Cup. Any added pressure?
Well, there's always pressure. I think as a coach, you're always under pressure, just like the players are always under pressure. So, yeah, there's always pressure there, but I think that's what all of us that are competitors, that's why we it's why we either play and compete as an athlete, or it's why we coach as coaches. We're competitive people by nature, and we'll be our biggest critics. If this doesn't work, I'll be my biggest critic. So it doesn't matter what others say out there. We'll put enough pressure on ourselves, but I'm really confident in the team, and I'm really confident in the staff that we can be successful here.
The journey starts this Wednesday versus the United States at Sporting Park in Kansas City, Missouri, on the road to World Cup 2015. I'm Wayne Cunningham in Kansas for News 4 Sports.